Hi there, welcome to the Tent News, where the truth comes to light and the stories everyone is talking about are brought straight to you. From shocking confessions and viral social media moments to real life mysteries and trending drama, this is the place where we uncover it all. Now, please watch this video first, and I will be back with the rest of my commentary.
Okay, we need to discuss one simple fact: xenophobia. What is xenophobia? Xenophobia is the fear of the unknown, also fear of strangers, but somehow it has evolved to the fear, or rather the hatred, of foreign nationals. And I just want to call so many people's bluff just for a few minutes. So, if xenophobia is the fear of the unknown or the fear of strangers, then it would really be inaccurate to call South Africans xenophobic, because for the past 30 years we've been living with foreign nationals. We do not fear them, we do not hate them, and they are not strangers. That's the one part I want to highlight, because people who have been absorbed into our system, who get the social grant, people who work, people who have homes in this country, are definitely not strangers. So, where is this narrative coming from? It is the narrative that is pushed by people who want to get away with absolutely anything in a country that is not a country of their birth. And I feel like it is so unfair, because South Africa has been accommodating to so many foreign nationals. There are so many international laws that allow for refugees to go into different countries, but the countries that they need to go into are neighboring countries to countries of their own. And for some reason, South Africa being at the very bottom of Africa, it has become the nearest country of absolutely any national that wants to flee their own countries. And we also need to have a discussion around why people are fleeing their own countries. People are fleeing their own countries because their government is failing them, not because there are wars in their countries. So the bigger conversation then becomes about how much South Africa and South Africans can take. We have taxpayers who can't take their children to school using NSFAS because they are taxpayers. They have a salary. Even though they can't afford to take their children to university, their children still don't qualify to go into university. I'll make my sister as an example, who is a data capturer for a department in South Africa. But her children could never go to university using NSFAS because she has a PESAL number. Her salary could be less than 12,000 rands, more than 8,000 rands, but her children will not qualify to get NSFAS, even though the government knows that there is absolutely no way in hell she could afford to pay for varsity tuition. Her children would never qualify. Her money is funding foreign national children to go into university in South Africa. Her money is paying for so many services within the health and education sector, but her children could never benefit from the money that she pays every single month. So when South Africans say that we are tired, we are extremely overstretched, it is not a conversation that is coming from a place of hate, but a place of frustration, because even our government doesn't understand the severity of the decisions that have been made on behalf of the South African people. So nina enikwazi ukuthi ningene la nizosifundekela ngendaba yokuthi March and March is an injustice, nesiphaphela nikhuluma zonke lezi zinye izinto, anizazi inhlungu zabanye abantu. You're speaking from a place of privilege, because when you live in the suburbs, anihlali ko-Uval, ko-Berea, ko-Hillbrow, anihlali ko-Soweto, anihlali kuzo zonke le ndawo where people are struggling to get by. Nina ezeniyingane ezinama-trust fund, ezeniyingane nina niyazi ukuthi niyibekelile iy'mali zokuthi ziyofunda because you work great jobs. So ingakho nina nikwazi ukuthi nibe politically correct even where it's not necessary, because ukuthi abantu need to be documented akuyona into eyi-injustice. Ukuthi abantu kufanele bahambe bayolungisa awabo amazwe njengoba nathi sinaso isibindi sokuthi silungise awethu amazwe. It's not an injustice. We are not being unfair on anybody, because uma ubheka all the foreign nationals abagcwelelana except for abantu baseCongo, I would say ukuthi they have an opportunity njengoba Jacinta nabo Phakela Umthakathi nabo Ngizwe bekwazi ukuthi bagijime imigwaqo yala eSouth Africa belusana no government nazo zonke izinto ezokungcola that happen in this country. They can very well do that in their own countries, but they choose to be cowards. They choose to flee constantly. Bagijimele ukuthi bayephi baye eAfrica, esengethe Africa, South Africa, abayi kuma nearest countries. Uzubone ukuthi bazisikela kwelinonile, abaye emazweni la abayofuna khona ukubhaca, abafuna ukuya endaweni la abaziyo khona ukuthi bazoqualifya for ukuthi babe nama-SASSA cards. Bafuna ukuya la baziyo khona ukuthi bazo-ona ama-RDP, bafuna ukuya la bazikhona ukuthi mangabe beyigila mkhuba ezweni labo bazokwazi ukuthi bafike bazoqhubeka babe yigila mkhuba la. And we are saying enough is enough. Sekwanele, sesizwile. Senengasibiza ngawo wonke amagama enifuna ukusibiza wona. This is not hate. This is justice for our people. Because at the end of the day, if we are saying ukuthi taxpayers need to stop complaining in everybody pays tax. Ukhuluma ngoba wena uyazi ukuthi you don't have to worry about your children's education. Ukhuluma ngoba uyazi ukuthi you don't have to queue kwi-public hospital or a clinic la overcrowded khona, la imithi engatholakali khona. Yingakho wena ukwazi ukuthi ucijise umlomo uzokhuluma. Nabanye ke yenu inkinga ukuba misinformed, yenu inkinga ukuba uneducated, and by uneducated angisho ukuthi awuna degree, angisho ukuthi isingisa ukwazi ukukhuluma. I just mean ukuthi ingqondo yakho ayikwazi ukuthi uyivule isabalale, ikwazi ukubona ama-implications ukuthi izwe likwazi ukuthi lithwale isisindo se-Africa yonke. It is not fair. It is not fair on South Africa and its people. It is not fair. And angeke sesilokho sishona lena lesizama ukuthola ama-justifications for lento esikholelwa kuyona, because lento esikholelwa kuyona ukuyi-implementa kwayo ukuthi abantwana bethu babe ne-future, ukuthi abantwana bethu bakwazi ukuthi ba-qualify for izinto. NSFAS is struggling ukuthi ufundise abantwana. Sekuthiwa abazali abanye kufanele bakhokho 50%, iy'ngane eziqualify for i-registration kuphela, i-tuition, they don't have a plan for i-tuition because we are extremely overstretched. Angeke nje sesilokho sizama ukuthi sincetheze, silokho sizama ukuthi siyincengele ebantwini bangaphandle, siyincengele ko-America nako-UK nako wonke la amazwe alokho ehlezi esimangalela for doing the right thing for our country and our people. Alikho izwe la ekwakhulunywa khona ukuthi umuntu uzothi engene ngokungekho semthethweni ezweni, suddenly sekufanele manje kwenziwe iy'nhlelo zokuthi lowo muntu a-absorbwe into that country, sibe sazi kahle ukuthi uphule umthetho wokuthi angene la, which is a thing eliwiwayo njengoba kukhulunywa nge-March and March. Kuliwa indaba yabantu abazibona benesibindi ukuthi bangeza bezongena la bese bedimanda izinto.
A South African lady has taken to a social media account to call out these foreigners that says South Africans are xenophobic and, such things, nje. And she's actually calling them out, telling them to stop saying South Africans are xenophobic. She even defined the term xenophobia. And the way she defined it, for me, I feel like they are not xenophobic. And when I'm sitting here trying to think about this whole thing and the way she's explaining everything, I feel like the problem is with the government. Trust me when I say this, the problem is that side. Because what South Africans are doing is what other countries also implement as their rules that are supposed to be followed by foreigners. And guess what? Those foreigners, they follow those rules because they know what if they mess up, they will be taken back to their country. I feel like the government have to be very straight when it comes to setting rules and, just like, medical assistant, such things that foreigners can, and businesses as well. Yes. to say, okay, these are type of businesses you cannot do as long as you are a foreigner. They are for South Africans. But unfortunately, the government is not saying anything. They're just sitting on top there and quiet. They are not saying anything. I feel like the problem is not the foreigners, it is the government. And the reason why these foreigners say South Africans are xenophobic, I've never seen this violent in any other country out there. I've never seen citizens of that country, of any other foreign country, doing this whole thing, march and march. It's only in South Africa, which I also do understand the citizens as well, because now they're fed up. Now the economy is very bad, and everyone is affected. So now they just feel like, no, the problem is these foreigners. The problem is with these foreigners. But unfortunately, the problem is not there. The problem is not foreigners. The problem is the government that is failing to implement rules to say, okay, you are not going to do this as long as you're a foreigner. When you go to the public hospital, you are going to pay a certain amount of money. When you go to public schools, or maybe you are not even allowed to go there as a foreigner, you have to go to private schools. And trust me, these foreigners will do that. The very same way they follow other rules, this very same way they follow rules in other foreign countries. I've never seen this violent in any other country, guys. I swear to God. If you have ever seen such violence that is happening in South Africa against foreigners, please comment your thoughts down below in the comment section.